Breaking news today, while in Argentina, Volodymyr Zelenskiy spoke with Emmanuel Macron via phone. While in Argentina, Zelensky speaks with Emmanuel Macron. President Volodymyr Zelenskiy of Ukraine stated that he had a phone conversation with French President Emmanuel Macron while in Argentina. According to Zelensky, he thanked Macron for France's military assistance and apprised him of developments on the front lines of the war. The #EUCO summit, which will kick off Ukraine's accession talks with the EU, is crucial, as I also mentioned. He wrote on X that Ukraine had implemented all of the necessary recommendations from the European Commission. The decisions made by the European Council will greatly influence the drive of both the Ukrainian people and their military. Later on Sunday, Zelensky traveled to Buenos Aires to witness Javier Milei's inauguration as president of Argentina. While in Argentina, Zelensky meets with South American leaders for talks. Volodymyr Zelenskiy, president of Ukraine, met with Luis Lacalle Pou, president of Uruguay, to express gratitude for Uruguay's support of Ukraine's independence and territorial integrity. I hope that Uruguay would attend the next round of talks in Switzerland and thank them for sending their representative to the most recent peace formula meeting, Zelensky wrote on X. The possibility of hosting the summit between Latin America and Ukraine was of particular interest to us. President Luis Lacalle Pou was also extended an invitation to visit Ukraine by me. The new president of Argentina, Javier Milei, will be sworn in by Zelensky while he is in Argentina. He also met with the presidents of Paraguay and Ecuador during his visit, and according to his Telegram post, they discussed trade and bilateral cooperation. Ukrainian State Railways Ukrzaliznytsia announced on Sunday that the country's first train shipment to Poland had been completed, allowing Ukrainian trucks to avoid the road blockade caused by Polish drivers. Earlier this month, Polish truckers began protesting the conditions of EU access for lorries from Ukraine. The main road corridors into Ukraine were blocked, which caused fuel and food prices to rise and drone deliveries to the Ukrainian army to be delayed. Poland received the truck shipment via rail. All matters pertaining to transportation, customs, and border procedures have been resolved, Ukrzaliznytsia announced on the Telegram messaging platform. The statement went on to say that the trucks will keep on driving to their destination and that the rail shipments would be done frequently using upgraded platforms, according to earlier reports. The Polish government denied that truckers' protests were obstructing the shipment of military equipment to Ukraine. A group supporting Viktor Orbán, the far-right Prime Minister of Hungary, will reportedly meet behind closed doors with Republican lawmakers in Washington to discuss ending U.S. military aid to Ukraine, as reported by The Guardian. Hungarian embassy officials, prominent pro-Orbán academic Attila Demko, and Deputy State Secretary for the Prime Minister's Political Director's Office Martin Ugrosty will begin a two-day event on Monday hosted by the Conservative Heritage Foundation think tank. While in Argentina, Zelensky speaks with Emmanuel Macron. President Volodymyr Zelenskiy of Ukraine stated that he had a phone conversation with French President Emmanuel Macron while in Argentina. According to Zelensky, he thanked Macron for France's military assistance and apprised him of developments on the front lines of the war. The #EUCO summit, which will kick off Ukraine's accession talks with the EU, is crucial, as I also mentioned. He wrote on X that Ukraine had implemented all of the necessary recommendations from the European Commission. The decisions made by the European Council will greatly influence the drive of both the Ukrainian people and their military. Later on Sunday, Zelensky traveled to Buenos Aires to witness Javier Milei's inauguration as president of Argentina. Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, said that the Ukrainians must realize the depths to which the United States had lowered them. The war in Ukraine was not something we wanted to fight. It was inevitable because of American efforts to delegitimize Russian and eastern Ukraine, he told a conference in Doha. This whole thing is off. When your own people are being massacred and this is being legislated for, it is not a war of choice. He claimed that in March and April of 2022, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy had an opportunity to strike a deal based on Ukrainian neutrality, but that the United States and the United Kingdom turned it down. Additionally, he asserted that the US-led threats were the impetus for the General Assembly's rejection of Russia. A representative from Merrill Lynch approached him, and he continued, "Your bank is in Merrill Lynch and your kids are at Stanford." Among the foreign powers that Russia had vanquished were Napoleon and Germany, he said twice. He asserted that Russia's strength had grown throughout the war and would only increase once hostilities ceased.